it like this. Hey,
Oh,
hey, family. Good to see y'all.
hey, peeps.
Good to see y'all, family. All right.
You know
Well,
what?
we just today. We're just get on in here.
She hates that
I can't
pillow.
stand that pillow. It's all with love. It's all with love. Okay. First off, welcome to Story Time. If you don't know, I'm Bonnie G in the place to be.
Hey.
And like I always say, wherever the Ruach is, I kid you not, call my name because I'm going to let you know I am straight up present, okay? Spiritually and physically in the building, all right? And then she's none other than, come on, y'all, Auntie Shelly on the beat. But that's right. Here is something different, okay?
Yes.
I'm going to wait a little while because I know we made y'all wait for about 10 minutes, so we can wait too. Because we want to be obedient to what the Most High tells us on Story Time, just so y'all think we ain't doing what we want to do. It is a full-time ministry.
Right.
All right. So I'm going to play this song, you all. Most High put it on our hearts to play this song, and I need you all to listen to the song, okay? Hopefully you guys can hear it where you are.
You must do it today. Whatever Yah has put in you, be confident in it. All of those gifts, every last drop, you must do it today. 'Cause Yah's Ruach is yearning to move through you. He's been waiting so long for you. Obedience, don't delay. Don't delay. Don't delay. Oh, don't delay. 'Cause you must do it today. You must do it today. You must do it today. All those gifts, every last drop of you must do what He's called you to do today. Has it been scratching at you? Has it been tapping on your shoulder? Has it been nudging at you? Oh, get up and do and move and be free. 'Cause you must do it today. You must do it today. You must do it. Obedience.
I pray that the Most High really allowed that to touch your heart and that you hear His voice through that song. and through those words. May we all be aware what time we are in and how he needs us to be in place.
Yes.
And if I can, babe, can I share that dream that you had? Second dream. So I'm going to share. So my husband had a dream, and he saw the enemy, and he said while he was watching him, he wasn't afraid, but he saw the enemy um, army preparing, like putting things in what was it, in cargo. What was it, trucks or something like that, loading trucks and stuff like that. And he said he wasn't afraid. The reason why I'm saying that is not that we need to be afraid, because just like we already know he has an army, but we also know Yasharel is great, right? And Yah's army, whether it's few, we're still greatness. But we have to be obedient and making sure that we do what he called us to do and prep ourselves spiritually, not physically, but prep ourselves spiritually as we enter and in a whole nother realm, a whole nother dispensation, a whole nother what am I looking for? Dispensation. Yeah, dispensation. So I want us to be, as we get into story time, I want us to be mindful of the word obedience and what that look like in your relationship with Yah, and then also how it can really affect Yasharel, right? Our neighbors, the nation. And so as we prepare ourselves mentally and spiritually, because man, we are in a war now. Okay, we're in a war, and you a fool if you think you're not. Okay,
yeah,
we're in a war, and Hasatan is preparing. Okay, but that don't mean we prepare in fear. We just simple. The answer is obedience. The answer is obedience. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and pass this mic, this invisible mic, to Auntie Shelly on the beat. But and we're gonna go ahead and let you know where we didn't clipped off at.
Yeah, but before we do that, it's interesting that you should say this, because when I was on my way here, and I think someone mentioned it last week.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say what?
In either the prayer call when we were doing Jasher, how I want to say it was Lolo, how she went outside and the clouds was just, you could tell that they weren't real. Well, that happened to me today. Like when I left the house, I went, those clouds ain't real. But it was a whole bunch of them, like they was in a straight line. Like just going back, and I went, y'all ain't real. Y'all ain't real. And the last time I went to the ATM, they switched them all out.
Wow.
They look totally different now. And they have two little sections where you don't, there's nothing there yet. Like you don't do nothing. Like they're waiting to activate two sections. And I think it's for those cards or for your, like you know how you're supposed to get the mark or a chip or whatever.
Yeah.
I think that's where those two, what those two are for. I was like, yeah, they putting it in place.
Putting it in place.
No joke.
Ain't none.
Be where you supposed to be when you supposed to be.
That's it.
Obedience.
Man, you must do it today, okay?
Yeah, because I can be scared all I want where I'm going. It's all over the place.
Where are you going?
Only y'all
ain't
knows
a flight
that's
gonna catch you.
Right.
It ain't a flight or a ship that's gonna protect you. No man shall redeem you.
Right. Only y'all is gonna know where to put us.
That's about it.
Okay, and with that, we are on Melikim Rishon, 1 Kings. We are in chapter 13. And almost
18. We're on 18.
But start at 11. So, Grandpa Solomon is gone.
Yep. Oh yeah, he sure is.
Yes, the two sons now, not the two sons, but I always forget who it belongs to.
Jeroboam and Rehoboam.
Yeah, Jeroboam and Rehoboam. Jeroboam is the one that has the 10 kingdoms.
Yeah, Jer.
Yeah. And Rehoboam is the one that Yah left because of David.
Yeah,
because Solomon was acting crazy with all them women. doing what he wasn't supposed to do.
Uncle Bobo.
But Jeroboam made a fatal mistake. He set up that golden calf.
Yeah.
Right in front of Bethel and one in front of Dan. From the very jump street, he did not trust Jah. So then now it's taking us, he sent a prophet to Jeroboam.
He sure did.
And gave him explicit instructions.
He sure did.
Okay? And we're going to see what happens. Did he follow this? We know he went to Jeroboam. He on his way back. He supposed to say what he supposed to say. Go on. Don't stop. Don't do nothing.
So that would fall under obedience, right?
Yeah.
All right. All right. So Auntie Linda, she kicks off the first comment. She says, Hasatan been preparing since his fall. Disobedience take the fight out of us. Yeah. Right. You absolutely right. Why shall I bow to them? Right. I was here first. All right. Verse 11. Now there dwelt an old prophet in Bethel and his sons. Father, Yah, we thank you for allowing us to be on story time one more time. We thank you for allowing us to just be here, Father, Yah. We just pray that you will allow us to convey your word as you will have us to convey it. Give us a wisdom and understanding and help us to read it in the right context. Let us all learn together. Help those that are thank you for those that will be helping us learn, those that are in the chat and those that are outside the chat. Father, Yah, have your way. May your presence be felt wherever each listener in, I don't know which viewer is tuning in from. But that being said, Father, Yah, bless it in Yahweh's name. Amen. All right. Verse 11. Now there dwelt an old prophet, Bethel, and his name came across told him, what? And his sons, sorry.
Okay,
listen, my eyes.
I think you need to start over.
Eyes.
She got a false prophet.
All right, ready? Now there dwelt an old prophet in Bethel, and his sons came and told him all the works that the man of Elohim, capital E, had done that day in Bethel, the words which he had spoken unto the king. Then they told also to their father. And their father said unto them, what way went he? For his sons had seen what way the man of Elohim went, which came from Yehuda. And he said unto his sons, saddle me the ass. So they saddled him the ass, and he rode thereon, and went after the man of Elohim, and found him sitting under an oak. And he said unto him, are you the man of Elohim that came from Yehuda? And he said, I am. Then he said unto him, come home with me and eat bread. And he said, I may not return with you, nor go in with you, neither will I eat bread nor drink water with you in this place. For it was said to me by the word, capital W, of Yahuwah, you shall eat no bread nor drink water there, nor turn again to go by the way that you came. And he said unto him, I am a prophet also as you are. And an angel spoke unto me by the word of Yahuwah, capital W. So he said, saying, bring him back with you into your house that he may eat bread and drink water. But he lied unto him. So he went back with him and did eat bread in his house and drank water. And it came to pass as they sat at the table that the word, capital W, of Yahuwah came unto the prophet that brought him back. And he cried unto the man of Elohim that came from Yehuda, saying, thus says Yahuwah, for as much as you have disobeyed the mouth of Yahuwah, and have not guarded the commandments which Yahuwah Eloheka commanded you, but came back and have eaten bread and drunk water in the place of which Yahuwah did say to you, eat no bread and drink no water, your carcass shall not come unto the sepulchre of your fathers. Whoa, 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 baby. Dang. Listen, I know we just got started.
You know what the cool part about that is? So the Most High, that's another petty moment because he told the prophet,
the false prophet, to
he told the prophet not to eat or drink anything from that place, and then the false prophet came and told him that the Most High told him the opposite. But the Most High also really spoke through the false prophet to tell him, like, okay, since you didn't listen.
That's cold. That is cold.
Yeah,
I was thinking that too. But remember, like, the place where he is, they're the ones that built those golden calves.
Yes.
And he didn't want him fellowshipping in that place.
Absolutely. And the instruction was very clear. He said, don't eat nothing from there. So as long as you were there, you should not been in that country. In that
anything part of the country
should not taken place, and said, okay, I'm gonna go with you. First off, if he told you one thing, when have y'all been double-minded? You can't find it in the scripture because it's not a part of his character. It's not him. So there was one thing where you heard what he told you and you stuck to it the first time. But because you did it the first time, you went and told the prophet thus, this, and this, and then you left a different route. Now someone else coming, you tripping off of you going from, well, I did do what he told me to do.
Yeah, but you did.
But you didn't complete it. Because he said from there.
Yeah.
So I don't care what, even if I know you and Mimosa tell me something and he come and tell you something, an angel told you, I'm not listening to you.
Because what angel? Angels are not the authority.
Who?
Angels don't usurp Yah. So if an angel told you that, it was the wrong angel.
And who also disguises himself as an angel of light. This is why I'm telling you, like,
you gotta listen to what people say.
You gotta discern what people say because it sounded so convincing. It cost him his life.
Yeah, because he might think, oh, well, how would he even know I was here? If you know the angel, he probably think Yahuwah told the angel came.
Yeah, because the job was done when he left.
Yeah.
So he thinking, okay, maybe
and
the Most High told me.
He must know something because he know I'm here.
But Dad says, Yah never changes his mind. Go ahead, babe.
You know what, too? That remind me of...
Let me turn you up. Go ahead.
That remind me of Hasatan in the book of Adam and Eve, when Yah would tell them to do something, and then Hasatan would come right back behind them. And
absolutely.
I want you to do that.
And say he was an angel.
Say he was an angel. Yep. So that means we have to make sure that we know his voice. We know the sound of his voice. So when anybody else tell us something else, we don't go with what they said. And second thing, he could have, even if you wasn't sure, you should have checked your spirit and say, hold up.
Yeah.
Father, is this of you?
Yeah.
Because I'm in a place that I ain't supposed to be. And you told me not to do anything.
In this place.
In this place. So there's that thing where you have to, if you're unsure, it's okay to be unsure, but go back to the Father.
Yeah.
He ain't going to be mad. He ain't going to be mad. Auntie Shani says everything in that place had been sanctified to idols, sacrificed to idols. We shall not have any other Elohim. Yahuwah meant what he said, and he said what he meant. Facts. Come on, Abram. That was Linda.
Oh, not James.
Oh, James beat her to it, but I wasn't going to mention it. All right. Let's get back to it and see what kind of consequence he going to get.
23.
Am I on 23? Oh, I didn't even turn the page. All right, 23. And it came to pass after he had eaten bread and after he had drunk that he settled for him the ass, to wit, for the prophet whom he had brought back. Ain't that cold?
He said, you got to go now.
I mean,
I'm scared. You gotta leave.
You gotta go home.
But you gotta take that donkey. You can ride on my. You can ride on my donkey.
Some stuff on
and
it.
You full too. So I mean, you ain't gonna die empty. You gonna die full.
But you ain't dying here.
And that's another problem. You're supposed to die empty. All right, y'all. Let's get to it. Man. Hasatan is petty, man. And when he was gone, a lion met him by the way and slew him, and his carcass was cast in the way, and the ass stood by it. The lion also stood by the carcass. And behold, men passed by and saw the carcass cast in the way, and the lion standing by the carcass. And they came and told it in the city where the old prophet dwelt. Are y'all seeing something in here? A lion. So you got a lion, a donkey, and 2 people. When y'all know of a lion not to attack? See, the lion creation is under obedience. The Most High told the lion to only take him.
Right, because he didn't even touch the donkey.
He didn't touch the donkey. He didn't touch the 2 people that was in the way. Listen, creation has to obey Yah. My Yah. The lion, he sent what represents the tribe itself, Yehuda, to kill him.
Yeah, I saw this. I don't know if somebody, y'all see so much Instagram stuff. This man, I don't know if he was on the safari or he was, the whatever they call the people that take you on the safari. But he was on the back of a Jeep, right?
Oh, yeah.
So did you see it? He was sitting in the chair.
Yeah.
And he was just, yapping it up. And the lion came up. And the lion just went.
Just looking at him.
And everybody was like, what would you do? I said, at this point, I give him the Hebrew nod and say, what's up? Yeah. And just hope he remember.
Right.
Hope he remember who in charge.
Right. Because you snack.
Yeah, he just looked at him. Like, you couldn't tell what the lion was going to do. The lion just really just stopped and just looked at him.
Then the guy was just smiling and looking away.
He turned around and
grabbed the bar. He was like,
woo.
Ain't too much you can do.
Yeah, at that point, I'd be like,
remember, I'm in charge.
Right, I'd be there. At that point, I'd be like, listen.
Give me feel like mentality.
I'm sorry, yes, that's right. He did not eat the man. That's right. He only killed the man. He did not eat the man. Absolutely. He did not eat him.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, he only killed him. That's right. And put him in the way of the pathway so people can see it. And just like it's crazy because Yah is always going to have somebody to tell a story. These 2 people walking in the way was purpose so they can go and tell where the man came from. Like, hey, man.
Yeah.
He always going to have somebody to run and tell that. Not as no snitch, but this is a testimony.
Yeah.
This is what it is.
Yeah.
The Hebrew.
And plus, wasn't nobody going to touch that carcass because he said you're not going to be buried in the grave with your fathers.
Yeah. So that was going to be.
So ain't nobody going to take this back. The lion said, I ain't going to kill it. I ate it, but you ain't touching it.
And listen, what you ain't going to be is an unsolved mystery. Okay. Because the 2 people didn't told what happened. So you ain't going to, at least they know how you died. Okay. Yep. But I thought it was crazy that the lion itself was under obedience. All right.
25.
And behold, men passed by and saw the carcass cast in the way, and the lion standing by the carcass. And they came and told it in the city where the old prophet dwelt. And when the prophet that brought him back from the way heard thereof, he said, it is the man of Elohim, who was disobedient unto the word, capital W, of Yahuwah. Therefore Yahuwah has delivered him unto the lion, which was torn him, and slain him according to the word, capital W, of Yahuwah, which he spoke unto him. And he spoke to his sons, saying, saddle me the ass. And they saddled him. And he went and found his carcass cast in the way, and the ass and the lion standing by the carcass. The lion had not eaten the carcass, nor torn the ass. And the prophet took up the carcass of the man of Elohim and laid it upon the ass and brought it back. And the old prophet came to the city to mourn and to bury him. Did y'all just hear what I just said? So this man knew that this man, when he told him what he told him, I mean, of course, because he knew flat out that he lied. But it's crazy how Hastam be so intentional, and there are people that are so intentionally and so intentional about getting you to get off on the right path.
Yeah. Yeah.
One that looked just like you. Okay. Yeah. be so intentional about making sure that you fall back into your old habits, whether that is drinking, whether that is smoking, whether that is sleeping around,
whatever
partying,
it is.
Cheating on your wife, whatever it is to get you back into your old habits, and then only to watch you destroy yourself from afar and be like, so he really did fall back into that. Let me go look.
Yeah.
Let me go and see.
Mm-mm.
Y'all see this? This man knew he was lying to the prophet in the first place, just to see if the prophet was going to follow and go. But if you can't understand the ruach, and if you don't know what he sound like, you think you won't follow? Never say never.
Right.
Don't say never, because some people are very convincing. I can tell you straight
up.
Yeah,
they are. Yeah.
I
very
can tell
subtle
you.
And
And the obvious too. I can tell you right now, I am in a hospital, and I can really convince you what you see is not this background of the wall. You see IVU. Yeah, you see, you don't know. I got IVs over there. Send money now. I can
well, you know what? I think I put this on Messenger today, where this lady, she's she has to be like around my age, or maybe a little younger, but she has to be publishing clearinghouse age,
Oh, yes.
Where they tried to say that Ed McMahon was never part of Publishers Clearinghouse, was never in a commercial, and never bought checks to people's house. And she said, wait a minute, I ain't crazy. I seen this with my eyes. And she said, if you could scour YouTube, ain't a nothing there.
I'm telling you.
They just took it away.
It never happened.
Talk about the Matrix. It never happened.
It never happened.
Like it never happens.
Wow. It never happened.
That's the power of the media. Just take it away like it never happens. That's what they're going to do to YouTube.
Exactly. That's
when they take over, or however this going to go, they going to story time.
What ain't no story time?
Somebody gonna be like, look, I know. I was looking at it. I was looking at it. I need it right now. They gonna say, well, no, something about never happened.
Never happened.
Because they're not gonna leave you with a way out. Or you gonna have to really, really search under some dirt and some rocks to find the word of Yahweh. They are going to erase it as though it was never here.
Search him now while it's day.
That's why that stuff got to be inside.
Search him now while it's day. Because when night comes,
they finna do snatch.
You listen. Do a little activity in your house, okay? Get it real dark. Before the lights is off, have something in your hand, okay? And so you can get your family to understand how important. Whether it's whatever it is, it can be a good toy, a teddy bear, whatever. Say to your family, hey, I want y'all to find this in the dark. And hide it somewhere good. And after they go ahead and spend their 20 minutes there, I can't find it. Turn the lights on. And when the lights are turned on, you ask them, would it be easy for you to find this little teddy bear in the light? Or would it be easier for you to find it in the dark?
Yep.
There it is. There it is. You better find Yahuwah in your life or somewhere while it is day, while you can see, while the sound is coming out, while the trumpets are sounding, while the people of Yah is crying and telling you all, listen, he is soon to come.
For the night is coming.
It's coming.
And you can't find your way. Okay. A sinner. That's a song.
Listen. Egypt was dark for 3-4 days.
Yes, and they couldn't even see
this. They couldn't see this. Okay? In Goshen, they had lights.
Singing and carrying out.
In Goshen, they had lights. Because y'all had listen, family. I know it's supposed to be reading, but listen. You better line up. Get your house in order. And I'm not talking about your physical 4-bedroom, 3-bath dumb house. Because that won't save you. Get your spirit in order. Get your foundation in order.
Because your house gonna be dark too. You get to know. I know my house. Get to tripping downstairs. Go on, know your house if you want to.
Know your physical house. Find your comfort in your house, in your apartment, in your condo. Let your comfort and your confidence be in that thing. But when darkness come, you gonna know and you gonna wish a deep spirit of regret is gonna come upon you, because these gonna come to your mind when he told you before. And you just thought it was two women on here talking out of the side of the neck. Get your house in order. Now.
Just like the song said, do it when?
Right now, today.
Do it today.
He is calling you all to obedience. You understand me? He's calling the stiff-necked, hard-headed people to obedience.
Yep. Today.
Today. Leave all that foolishness behind you.
Today.
Leave it behind you.
Today.
When night comes.
Come on now.
When night comes. You ain't gonna be able to find him.
Nope.
Whether you 26 or you 38, he didn't give you 38 or 28, 26 years to find him. Grace. Find him now.
Today.
While it's day.
Can't emphasize it enough.
Today. Now, what verse are we on?
29?
Let him use you. Thank you. And the prophet took up the carcass of the man of Elohim and laid it upon the ass and brought it back. And the old prophet came to the city to mourn and to bury him. Quick, what's cold is the two men didn't grab him and take him. He let the man that led him into this disobedience take him and bury him. And
bury him, because he wasn't going to the grave. He wasn't trying to find out his home, where he lived, because he probably would have had to tell his part in it. He probably was scared, but he's the one. He had to be buried where the person who lied to him.
Absolutely.
Was.
And it serves as a reminder. So those that walk past that gravesite, and that's the prophet that didn't listen. That's the prophet that did what he wanted to do because he did one thing right. What does it mean? It's eternity. Y'all making the same mistakes. Y'all let the littlest things trip you up for eternity, but you don't think that way. You just think about, oh man, he made me mad. She made me mad. Bop, 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 bop.
Yeah.
But if you died in that anger, where you gonna go for eternity? That's the way you have to think. Your decision will lead you to eternal life or eternal hell. You must take on that mindset when you stump your toe and you want to set the whole place on fire. You must have to stop and think.
Choose.
Because your decision, you're going to die looking like your decision. Some people going to look at your casket, be real mad, because they're going to be like, what the heck? We shouldn't even be here.
No lies detected.
We shouldn't even be here. He didn't have to do that. She didn't even have to do that. But the truth of the matter is you're going to die looking like your decision. And if I die, I'd rather look like obedience than to see pictures of me with guns posted up like this, with wings behind my back.
Right, like you do.
With staircase to heaven. That's a heaven lie.
Lie. The lies you tell. Ain't no staircase.
Your decision is all on this flyer, sir, ma'am. Your decision is all on this flyer. Choose ye this day who you will serve. It's black or white. Please stop kidding yourself thinking it's a gray area. Ma'am, they lied to you. There's no gray. Sir, they lied to you. There's no gray. Sir, ma'am, they lied to you. There is no gray. It's black or white. Man or woman. Black or white, sir. Black or white. We're going to continue. We're going to continue. 30. And he laid his carcass in his own grave, and they mourned over him, saying, alas, my brother. And it came to pass after he had buried him that he spoke to his son, saying, when I am dead, Then bury me in the sepulchre wherein the man of Elohim is buried. Lay my bones beside his bones. For the same which he cried by the word, capital W, of Yahuwah against the altar in Beth El, and against all the houses of the high places which are in the cities of Shimron, shall surely come to pass. After this thing, Yeroviam, or what's his name?
Jeroboam.
Thank you, Jer, okay? That's his name. Jeroboam returned not from his evil way, but made again of the lowest of the people priests. Woo-wee, of the high places. Whosoever would, he consecrated him. And he became one of the priests of the high places. And this thing became sin unto the house of Jeroboam, even to cut it off and to destroy it from the face of the earth.
Jeroboam, even though that prophet came and spoke to him and said, Jeroboam didn't pay him no mind.
Right.
But that old prophet that lied to the real prophet, it sounded like he might have had a little repentance moment. Because you don't just ask to be laid next to no real prophet. Like he said, before we get to Jeroboam, he's saying, when I die, lay me next to him, because the things that he said are going to come to pass.
Yes, he is the man of Elohim.
Yes, so he recognized, I shouldn't.
But he still didn't change his ways.
Yeah. He said Jeroboam just, oh well.
But it's because that's in his spirit.
Oh well.
That's already in his spirit.
He just, and he made people priests, and he made himself a priest.
Sure did. Anybody
so
that wants.
You made yourself king and priest.
Listen, I read
You made yourself king and priest. I want y'all to let that sink in.
Mm-hmm.
You made yourself the Messiah.
Girl, put your hand up. Put your hand up. Put your hand up. Put your hand up. Come on, man.
You made yourself king and priest.
Yes.
I run this. Okay, Pharaoh Jr. You might be taller.
Right. Yeah.
That's about it.
That's it. Listen, I read this crazy though, because I read a week ago, this lady, this young woman, she posted and said, can y'all, and she's still in church, she goes to church, but she said, can y'all please stop putting people in places that they don't need to be? You got the singers that's in the usher, you got the people that don't even want to be, make people, whoever, you know what, I just feel in my spirit that I can preach. Can I preach a lesson? Yeah. We're going to split that tithe money too. We're going to split that offering. We're going to split it, but you can go up there and say, thus said the Lord.
And it's obvious it's
not your gift. But just because you know how to shake a mic and scream into it, you up there reaching. You ain't preaching. You up there reaching, right?
Yeah.
Or you up there singing and you know that ain't your gift.
Yeah. I remember Felicia had to go through that for a minute until she had to just learn how to say no. Because people were asking to lead songs, but she would be like, oh, well, they volunteered, but they weren't singers, and there's nothing wrong with that. And then she had to realize this is a gift. Singing is a ministry.
It's a ministry.
And if it ain't coming across, I don't know how many of y'all see my little video thing I sent today. I just thought about that.
We ain't getting it, sis.
Yeah. Sorry, this guy had started singing, and then he just went into this crazy note. I'll show you after. And the drummer went, and the piano player went, and then the piano player got right back on it, but the drummer was stunned. It was bad. You didn't get no message. Because that's not your gift.
It's not your gift. And let me
and she had to learn how to tell people no.
I'm gonna tell them myself.
I was about to say prime example. Crash cut.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
You said that. That's what that is.
No, I wasn't gonna say that.
No, not what. Who? It's crash cut. And y'all can YouTube that, brother. But they was having them in there. No lie. Right there with the mic. Okay. Just to laugh at them, but they paid them. All right. And with that being said, I don't even really have to go into my little experience. I just learned.
Oh.
Well, because because I didn't know that. I didn't know that you had to be called to be a singer. Okay?
Yes.
But you got to think about 16. Okay, I wasn't in the game. I was thrown kind of like in the game. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, y'all can sing. Okay, I can do it too. I got on that mic. No, listen. I got in that mic. I held that mic. Okay, and I started to sing, and I'll never forget this girl's face. Use me singing, okay? I'll be the girl looking at you singing. This was her face. And you got to power through it and sing it, okay? Now, you're not listening to the piano, the keys. You're not listening to the drum. You just think you can just sing into the mic because the mic is in your hand. You keep singing. I'll be the person that is looking at you and that you are torturing, all right? You ready? Here was her face. No lie, she was trying to hold it. She was trying to cheer sis on, okay? But she couldn't because I was torturing her ears.
Oh, said that's not your song, baby.
That was her, okay? And I had to power through that, wanting to throw the mic and run, but I couldn't because I was already there. All right, I was already there. But that taught me, baby, that ain't your lane. Your lane more like for talking, okay? It ain't for singing like that, okay? It ain't that. You ain't the lead singer.
Sing.
You are you need a flat out and then that blend together, okay?
Yeah,
But
okay,
you ain't a
that
flat
was
out.
Me too. I was a talker too. Yeah.
You ain't a flat out, come on and lead this song, baby, let them use you. And that was hard to swallow, but it was what it was because it's ministry, right? Not that the singing, dancing is ministry, you know, preaching, as long as you ain't reaching, it's ministry. All of it works together for the nation. Right?
And if you're not reaching the people, you just up there in vain.
You just clearly reaching.
Yeah.
You ain't reaching us, but you reaching something.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was a lot. 14. My bad, Auntie Linda, but too slow. All right, 14. At that time, Abiyahu, the son of Jeroboam, fell sick. And Jeroboam said to his woman, arise, I pray you, and disguise yourself, that you be not known to be the woman of Jeroboam, and get you to Shiloh. Behold, there is Akiyahu, the prophet, which told me that I should be king over this people. And take with you 10 loaves and cracknels, I don't know what that is, and a cruse of honey, and go to him. And he shall tell you what shall become of the child. And Jeroboam woman did so, and arose, and went to Shiloh, and came to the house of Akiyahu. But Akiyahu could not see, for his eyes were set by reason of his age. And Yahuwah said unto Akiyahu, behold, the woman of Jeroboam comes to ask a thing of you for her son, for he is sick. Thus and thus shall you say unto her, for it shall be, when she comes in, that she shall feign herself to be another woman. Ooh. Listen, real quick.
Act like she's somebody else.
Exactly. But I love how Yahuwah would be like, and this and this, and this and that. You know, that's where we get it from. Thus and thus. And you saw this and thus, this and that. This is where we get it from. We be like, and you know, such and such. This is where y'all get it from. The Father. All right, verse 6. And it was so, when Akiyahu heard the sound of her feet as she came in at the door, that he said, come in, woman Jeroboam. Why feign yourself to be another? For I am sent to you with heavy tidings. Go tell Jeroboam, thus says Yahuwah Elohai of Yasharel, for as much as I exalted you from among the people, and made you prince over my people, Yasharel, and rent the kingdom away from the house of David, and gave it you, and yet you have not been as my servant David, who guarded my commandments, and who followed me with all his heart, to do that only which was right in my eyes, but have done evil above all that were before you. For you have gone and made you other Elohim, lowercase e, so as idols, and molten images to provoke me to anger. and have cast me behind your back. Therefore, behold, I will bring evil upon the house of Jeroboam, and will cut off from Jeroboam him that pisses against the wall, and him that is shut up and left in Yasharel, and will take away the remnant of the house of Jeroboam, as a man takes away dung till it be all gone. Mm-hmm. Woo. Him that dies of Jeroboam in the city shall the dogs eat, and him that dies in the field shall the fowls of the air eat. For Yahuwah has spoken it. Arise, therefore, get you to your own house, and when your feet enter into the city, the child shall die. And all Yasharel shall mourn for him and bury him, for only he of Jeroboam shall come to the grave, because in him there is found some good thing towards El Yahuwah Elahai of Yasharel in the house of Jeroboam. Moreover, Yahuwah shall raise him up a king over Yasharel. Who shall cut off the house of Jeroboam that day? But what? Even now. For Yahuwah shall smite Yasharel as a reed in shaken in the water, and he shall root up Yasharel out of this good land, which he gave to their fathers, and shall scatter them beyond the river, because they have made their Asherah poles, provoking Yahuwah to anger. And he shall give Yasharel up because of the sins of Jeroboam, who did sin, and who made Yasharel to sin.
So basically, he's telling Jeroboam, now this is the one that set up the idols, the one with the 10 kingdoms, your son is going to die. Mm-hmm. But I'm going to let him be buried because your son loved me. Mm-hmm. Your son, not your daddy. Not your husband, not you.
Yes.
Because your son at least loved me. So I'm going to allow him to be buried. But as soon as you walk in that city, he's going to die. Now, some may think, how can I put this without sounding? Just because Yahuwah causes you to sleep is not always a bad thing. Mm-mm. Because he needs you to avoid something. He needs to get you out of the way so he can do something. Because when you die in Yahuwah, you're not in some place wishing you was back on earth.
No.
You're happy somewhere. So you have to think of it that way when it comes to this child. But he's saying because your husband, and I'm sure she was in on it too.
Yep.
Set up all these idols, mm-hmm. Cast me behind.
Put me in the back.
I'm going to even get rid of his line. His whole line is going, I'm raising up a new line to be king over Yasharel. Remember, this is just the northern kingdom. This is not Rehoboam. This is not Yehuda and the half tribe Benjamin or whoever's this. This is not the northern. He said the northern kingdom. Not only is somebody going to come up and just erase your line, I'm putting another king in that place, but they're going to keep acting up, and eventually I'm scattering them. Mm-hmm. And we all know the northern kingdom went first and never came back. That is something we have to understand. They never got to come back like the southern kingdom that went into Babylon for 70 years and got to come back. That is the southern kingdom. That is not all of Yasharel. That is not Yehuda. We're the southern kingdom. We got to come back because we had good kings. We had good people. So they were only gone 70 years to allow the earth to have her Sabbaths because they weren't keeping that part. But the other 10, y'all just gone. They ain't back to this day. Don't fool yourself. Them Ashkenazi sitting up in there like they the ones,
Right.
Talking about we came back as a state. Yasharel is not a state in 1940. Get out of my face.
How is Yasharel a state? The lies y'all tell.
That's why he got to bring us together. He got to bring us back together. They scattered all over the place just like us.
Wow. Let me see.
17.
Thank you. And Jeroboam woman arose and departed and came to Tirzah. And when she came to the threshold of the door, the child died. And they buried him, and all Yasharel mourned for him according to the word, capital W, of Yahuwah, which he spoke by the hand of his servant Akiyahu, the prophet.
I got a question. How many of you mothers would say, I ain't going on there?
Facts. That sounds like the logical reason to me.
I ain't going home. If the minute I cross the threshold, my baby gonna die, I ain't going home.
I ain't going, but listen, the word of Yah still gonna be.
Yeah, you going home. He gonna make sure
home.
you go home.
You go home.
He gonna make sure you go home. But we would have tried to outsmart.
Be like, oh well,
I just won't go home.
That's the answer. Okay, well, son gonna live a little longer. Or
then somebody would have been carrying you home.
Exactly.
He didn't say you had to cross the threshold alive. He just said you had to cross.
That's it. You be there unalived, okay? Because I show tiptoeing. I'll be like, I'm still going, Father. But I'll be
I just need to make a stop over here at my grandma's house.
Let me go see Betty, see how she doing. Spend a few nights. Mess around and get Betty killed.
Okay. Betty be like, oh, you gotta leave here. So.
Man, facts. All right. Let me see. 18. And they buried him, and all Yasharel mourned him according to the word, capital W, of Yahuwah, which he spoke by the hand of his servants Yahu, the prophet. And the rest of the acts of Jeroboam, how he warred and how he reigned, behold, they are written in the Sefer of the Chronicles of the Kings of Yasharel. And the days of which Jeroboam reigned were 22 years. And he slept with his fathers, and Nadav, his son, reigned in his stead. And Rehoboam, the son of Shalomah, reigned in Yahudah. And Rehoboam was 41 years old when he began to reign, and he reigned 17 years in Yerushalayim, the city which Yahuwah did choose out of all the tribes of Yasharel to put his name there. And his mother's name was Naamah, Ammonith. And Yahudah did evil in the sight of Yahuwah. And they provoked him to jealousy with their sins, which they had committed above all that their fathers had done. They went above and beyond, okay? For they also built them high places and images and Asherah poles on every high hill and under every green tree. And there were also Sodomites in the land. And they did according to all abominations which Yahuwah cast out before the children of Yasharel. And it came to pass in the 5th year of the king Rehoboam that I was about to say Shak, but we'll say
like Shishak.
It is. King of Mitzrayim came up against Yerushalayim, and he took away the treasures of the house of Yahuwah and the treasures of the king's house. He even took away all, and he took away all the shields of gold which Solomon had made, and King Rehoboam made in their stead brazen shields and committed them unto the hands of the chief of the guard, which did guard the door of the king's house. And it was so, when the king went into the house of Yahuwah, that the guard bore them and brought them back into the guard chamber. Now the rest of the acts of Rehoboam and all that he did, are they not written in the Sefer of the Chronicles of the Kings of Yehudah? Sorry, let me read that back because he proposed a question. Now the rest of the acts of Rehoboam and all that he did, are they not written in the Sefer of the Chronicles of the Kings of Yehudah? And there was a war between Rehoboam and Jeroboam all their days. And Rehoboam slept with his fathers and was buried with his fathers in the city of David. And his mother's name was Naamah the Ammonith, and Aviam, his son, reigned in his stead.
Okay.
So you have Aviam, and then you also have, what's the other son?
Rehoboam?
Yeah, his son. Oh, and Nadab. Them two are about to reign.
Yes. And when it tells you, like, is the rest not written in the Chronicle? That's Chronicle.
Yes.
So it's gonna go back over 1st and 2nd Kings, 1st and 2nd Chronicles in a way, But it's going to give you a little bit more information. That's why I said the rest is written there. So I'm not going to tell you right now. And the rest of the kings, you got to really like, because now the kingdom is split. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's hard to tell who is king over what.
Yes.
We got to really like pay attention, or we would put the wrong king in the wrong place. But know this, if it's a good king, we know for sure without a doubt it is Rehoboam, it is Judah. Because the 10 northern kings had no good king. None, not a near one.
Chapter 15. Now in the 18th year of King Jeroboam, the son of Nebat, reigned Abiyam over Yehudah. 3 years reigned he in Jerusalem, and his mother name was Maacah, the daughter of Avishalom. And he walked in all the sins, of his father, which he had done before him, and his heart was not perfect with Yahuwah Eloheinu, as the heart of David, his father. Now, when it says not perfect, he don't mean like obedience. It was not an obedient bone in his body.
Not obedient, right? Like his father David. Because remember, even though David messed up, he still had that repentant heart. Yeah.
Nevertheless, for David's sake, did Yahuwah Eloheinu give him a lamp in Jerusalem to set up his son after him and to establish Jerusalem. Because David did that which was right in the eyes of Yahuwah, and turned not aside from anything that he commanded him all the days of his life, save only in the matter of Uriah the Hittite. And there was war between Rehoboam and Jeroboam all the days of his life. Now the rest of the acts of Abiyam, all that he did, are they not written in the Sefer of the Chronicles of Kings of Yehudah? And there was war between Abiyam and Jeroboam. And Abiyam slept with his fathers, and they buried him in the city of David. And Akah, his son, reigned in his stead. And in the 20th year of Jeroboam, king of Yasharel, reigned Akah over Yehudah. In 41 years reigned he in Jerusalem. And his mother name was Maacah, the daughter of Avishalom. And Akah did that which was right in the eyes of Yahuwah, as did his father. And he took away the Sodomites out of the land and removed all the idols that his fathers had made. And also Maacah, his mother, even her he removed from being queen, because she had made an idolatress, a Asherah pole, and Akah destroyed her idol and burnt it by the brook of Kidron. But the high places were not removed. Nevertheless, Akah's heart was perfect with Yahuwah all his days. And he brought in the things which his father had dedicated, and the things which himself had dedicated, into the house of Yahuwah, silver and gold and vessels.
Y'all see that? He said, "Look, mama,
you
ain't queen because you ain't acting
his own
right.
mother,
your own mama."
And y'all listen, you got reachers, okay, that know that they wives ain't right.
Reachers. But you're right. They know
their wives ain't right.
They know.
And will sit there and let them do and manipulate and destroy the people from the inside out, from the mind out.
And I hope y'all didn't let the whole sodomite thing
go.
Just float on by.
Float on.
We are not here to be politically correct. One king let the sodomites in, but Akah said, bye-bye.
Akah said, you got to go.
Ain't gonna be none of that up in here.
Exactly.
Bye.
And I want y'all to see that when y'all place a stamp of approval on your life, you have one of these two choices. To be like one king and say, come on in, everybody. Love is love.
Yeah.
Absolutely get in here.
Everyone.
He sees no difference. Or you can be the one to hold the people accountable and say, listen, that's not going to fly here.
Yeah.
Okay? He sees a difference.
Yes.
And what he don't see is himself. And so we're here to help you out.
Yep. Like some of the African nations.
Absolutely.
They be like, nope.
But if you want to keep on to that same old trash mindset, that same political view, then you got to go. Okay, because what happens is you destroy the people that were firm in their belief.
Yeah, when it ain't really like Biden trying to threaten Uganda, we gonna put sanctions on you. First of all, America, we ain't got jack.
We ain't got nothing.
Yeah, everybody and people's on the comments like they shouldn't be asking for our money. What money? America has no money.
America's in debt.
You're not sending them no money, and they was like, why ain't you saying this? And people are right. You ain't saying this to Saudi Arabia. You're not saying, well, we ain't giving you no oil because of how you feel about LGBTQ. And they got some rules that, woo, they'll put a child in jail for 10 years.
Listen.
Show that kind of behavior.
Listen.
But they ain't doing none of them. You just after us. You want us to do it.
That's right. Eradicate the seed of Jacob. Come on, y'all.
Oh, and I'll be like, bring on the sanctions, dude. You get all your stuff from us.
Everything.
And they trying to act like Africa get it from America. No. All you nations is in there plundering. That's so it. Yeah, all y'all do sanctions. Get. I was going to say something, but leave our country. Get out. Okay, bye. Don't send us nothing. Already tried that Cuba. They lasted for years and years. Yeah, it was some stuff they did without, but they still there.
Still there. That's right. Same thing. Listen, you either be hot or cold.
None of your business what Uganda does.
Hot or cold. Serve them or serve them not. Okay, I advise that you serve him. Low key, for real, serve him.
I could say, get out and take my mama with you.
Exactly. Listen, y'all gotta understand. I be thinking physically. Listen, it's my children, okay?
I ain't got time for that.
You making a choice.
Yep.
That's how my mind is. It's my children.
That's what it is, a choice. Obey or not. But he said you ain't doing it here.
You're not doing it here. Because I love Yahuwah more than my own life.
I told y'all this stuff ain't new. We've been fighting this battle.
Forever. Choose ye this day who you will serve. Who you gonna let in your space. Who you gonna entertain. And not just the homosexuals, but the liars, the master manipulators, all of those people that don't have the characteristics of Yah, okay? And I get everybody ain't gonna get it, but choose who you gonna let. And if you foster that behavior, you are wrong. That's what I'm talking about. If you make it seem like it's okay to be a master manipulator, you're wrong. You might as well join them, and you might as well say, hey, teach me how to manipulate.
Yep.
Because that's exactly, teach me how to be homosexual. Because that's exactly what you're doing. You're patenting it. You're sitting there saying, teach me. You might as well say, teach me how to be a liar.
Yeah.
Because you are not correcting it when it presents your face to your face. You're saying, come on in here. Lie to yourself not. It's a hard pill, but swallow it, okay? Swallow it.
And also notice who are they going to war with? Each other. Because some people try to do it right, some people try to do it wrong.
It's black or white. It's obedience versus disobedience.
You for or against. I don't care where you from. You not finna push all that up in here.
You're not.
You're not bringing that golden calf down in here.
Listen, we do not play. We do not play, okay? Even when it comes to our own assembly, we don't play.
We don't play.
We love everybody. You understand me? But we do not condone different behaviors.
Yeah. Don't just think you finna come tear stuff apart.
We don't do that.
Because you say you Hebrew.
We don't do that, Pastor. Nah. That children, listen, none of his children get favoritism. You understand? We don't have no PK attitudes in here. This is one nation under Yah, okay?
Yeah. You in obedience or you not?
Or you not. And guess what? Even if you say you are, your life will tell on you. Your life will tell on you. We know, we see, we hear.
We ain't dumb.
Black or white.
And even if it got past us, it's not getting past y'all.
Sure ain't.
It's just not.
Boy, accountability hurts sometimes. All right, where we at?
16.
Chapter 16?
No, verse 16.
Okay, verse 16. And there was war between Asa and Baasha, king of Yasharel, all their days. And Baasha, king of Yasharel, went up against Yehuda and built Ramah, that he might not suffer any to go out or come in into Asa, king of Yehuda. Then Asa took all the silver and the gold that were left in the treasures of the house of Yehuda and the treasures of the king's house, and delivered them into the hand of his servants. And King Asa sent them to Ben-Hadad, the son of Tarimim, the son of Haziam, king of Aram, that dwelt in Damascus, saying, there is a league between me and you, and between my father and your father. One side versus another side. Okay? Get that. Behold, I have sent unto you a present of silver and gold. Come and break your league with Baasha, king of Yasharel, that he may depart from me. So Ben-Hadad hearkened unto King Asa, and sent the captains of the host which he had against the cities of Yasharel, and smote Ayan, and Dan, and Abel Bet-Maacah, and all Kinneroth, with all the land of Naphtali. And it came to pass, when Baasha heard thereof, that he left off the building of Ramah and dwelt in Tarsah. Then King Asa made a proclamation throughout all Yahuwah, none was exempted, and they took away the stones of Ramah and the timber thereof, wherewith Baasha had built. And King Asa built with them Gibeah of Benjamin and Mizpah. The rest of all the acts of Asa, and all his might, and all that he did, and the cities which he built, are they not written in the Sefer of Chronicles of the king of Yehuda? Nevertheless, we'll find out tomorrow at 6 p.m. Nevertheless, we'll find out tomorrow at 6 p.m.
Can you say it again like it's gonna make it better?
Right? Right.
Yeah. I figured if I said it thrice, it wouldn't make it better if I said it
It
thrice.
hurt just as much the second time.
Okay. You're right.
Y'all see what's going on?
You must do
One strong nation is divided into two. They so busy fighting themselves. That's when your enemy get, come on. Them 12 brothers.
12 brothers.
When they was together, wasn't no defeating them.
Woo, wee. You must do it today. You must do it today. I won't even torture you. Okay, I don't want your face going.
Yes, because you trying to sound like the person on the record.
Nah, that was horrible.
We playing it again. Okay.
Hey,
some of y'all missed it.
Be confident in it. All of those gifts, every last drop, you must do it today. 'Cause Yah's Has it been tapping on your shoulder? Has it been nudging at you? Oh, get up and do and move and be free, 'cause you must do it today. You must do it today. You must do it. Oh,
Got that little.
Today. Shalom, family.
Shalom.
Today.
Tomorrow, well, do it today.